Hey, wedding bells are ringing once again for Ilhan Omar. Aren't you excited? Yes, right. The Congresswoman took to Instagram and her 1 million followers to announce the happy news. She said, quote, got married, from partners in politics to life partners. So blessed. Alhamdulillah. Or how even you want to say that. The lucky man, not another family member, surprisingly, but none other than chief fundraiser Tim Minett. The two were spotted leaving a D.C. restaurant with matching rings earlier this week after months of swirling rumors released the flock of virginal white goats. But the honeymoon will more than likely be cut short since Omar is currently under investigation for immigration fraud after it was revealed that her first husband was actually her brother. I guess it's all relative. Wait, I read that wrong. I guess they're all relatives. It's one thing to marry someone and be fearful that they may eventually leave you for someone better, but it's a whole new game when you fear your wife might go back to her brother. Welcome to the Omar family, Tim. You dumb SOB. Sigmund Freud would have loved this shit. There are so many things I could say about how many times she's been married and to whom. There are questions like, did they meet at a family reunion? But most everyone will miss the bigger picture. She gave this guy hundreds of thousands of dollars of campaign money. She lied about having an affair with him, married him, and told everyone to mind their own business. That's what she did. Now that she married him, he can't be forced to testify against her in the days to come. Great strategy, Ilhan. What did her former husband say about this? I'm telling Dad! This stuff is like an episode of Somali Maury Povich. My well wishes are extended to the happy couple. Alhamdulillah! Oh, conservative voices are being silenced daily by left-wing tech companies who profit off exploiting your privacy and then silence your voice when you say something they don't agree with. More and more, our most sacred right, which is the right to speak freely, has come under assault in places that were designed for us to share our opinions freely. And with no other options, you're forced to play by their rules. Until now, introducing Parler. Parler is the news and free speech app that won't silence your opinion or violate your privacy for financial gain. You just simply download the app, create your account, post, share, speak freely. Now, can you say just anything you want to say? Well, no, you can't threaten violence, commit actual acts of hate, or harass or commit other crimes, but that's not who you are anyway. And that's not who Parler is. So go to Parler.com or visit the App Store to download the Parler app. It's the little red one with the P in the middle. I'm on Parler. You can follow me at WatchChad. That's PARLER.com. Or find us in the App Store. That's Parler. Get news and speak free. Hey guys, it's the end of the world as we know it, but I feel fine. COVID-19 is all over the planet, apparently. Italy is on lockdown. The Chinese, they've been eradicated as a people. And now it's come to America. At least a couple of hundred people, 1,700 people have been confirmed positive out of 330 million. It's virtually pandemic, folks. President Trump was on the television last night from the Oval Office telling us that he has shut down all travel from Europe into America for at least 30 days. And, what is it, April 1st, I think, something of that nature. I really wasn't paying attention. It's just the president. And that does not apply to the UK. So those of you who are in Ireland getting drunk, don't even worry about catching the flight. Come on home anytime you want. Besides, no germs are living inside of you. Today in Studio 22, which is the mothership being driven by the man at the helm, the puppet master himself, Mark Tate, driving us into the nether regions where the COVID virus lives, breathes, and exists. Mark, are you feeling okay today?
I may be coming down with a little something.
That's the clap. Okay.
What's that?
Now, I know that you young folks that went to Liberty University, you virginal kids, don't know what the clap is. Don't get it. But speaking of a man who has been all over the world, and God only knows what he's carrying, my good friend John Tig Tigan is in the hot seat. Tell us about your days in Vietnam, John.
Well, you know, was very sandy over in Vietnam.
Oh, my gosh. The man responsible for 13 hours. Oh, a survivor of 9/11, but in a whole different year, a decade later, Benghazi.
Yep.
Tig, how you feeling, man?
Oh, I think I got the corona.
You think you got the corona?
Yeah, the hangover.
Not drinking the coronas, that's right. Oh, my gosh. What do you think about all this nonsense?
Well, it's a joke. I mean, think of the flu. I mean, they don't treat the flu the same way. Why don't they shut down the schools for the flu?
Yeah.
I mean,
good friend of mine who's a joke writer for television. He goes under a pseudonym, and a lot of you follow him. Not Kenny Rogers. Good friend of mine. We don't say his name because he likes to work in Hollywood. He's a conservative guy. He made a good point. He said if the coronavirus is 10 times deadlier than the flu, then why weren't we doing at least 10% of these precautions just for the flu?
Yeah.
Right? Doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Why didn't you shut down 10% of the travel, 10% of the NBA games? And people are pissed at me.
Yeah, I mean,
because they think I'm making light of it.
It is. I mean, people get sick. I mean, that's just the world. That's how you. I mean, people get in contact with other people. Some people are filthy. Some people are clean. Like I made sure I rubbed every single surface before I came and shook your hand.
Yeah. Well, we did. And we hugged too, didn't we?
Yeah, we did hug.
When I saw you, we embraced one another.
We did.
And
I coughed too.
Yeah, habits are hard to break, bro. Habits. I mean, like, I'm not gonna stop having sex with strange men. It's not gonna stop for me.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's going to stop doing what they're doing. Look at AIDS. It's still going around.
AIDS is still going around.
I mean, it's still a thing, I think.
Yeah, and you could take a pill and stop that these days.
That's right. So,
I mean, Party Foul Steve, you suck one. Maggie May sitting over there. Oh, John's wife's hanging out over in Party Foul Pub, and Steve's playing. He hasn't groped you yet, has he?
Both
she
hands
bounced
above
once.
the table at all times.
Did you wiggle a little bit? You don't want to be up there, do you? You hate this.
She says she's not talking, so
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
that's the kind of girl I like.
Yeah, give her a shot of that vodka or that whiskey behind you, and we'll get her going. The Party Foul, how do you feel?
I feel great. I licked your fingers on Facebook Live yesterday, and
Yeah.
I woke up fine this morning.
So did you see the guy that plays for the Utah Jazz? So now there's been 2 basketball players who have tested with the Utah Jazz that have tested positive.
where they've been hanging out at.
I don't know. It's Utah, John. It's Utah.
Yeah, no,
What is there to do in Utah?
I guess they don't live there. They just play there.
But you know, the other day he was doing an interview and he was making fun of it. He was touching the microphone and touching his face and stuff, and now he's got the COVID.
Not the clap.
Not the clap. Well, I mean, I don't know. He could
might
have
have,
that. He's
yeah.
an NBA player.
No, you never know.
Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain slinging it. Oh, my gosh, dude.
Well,
Yeah,
Colorado, they're in a state of emergency. I think they got 2 coronas.
So you live in Colorado,
Yeah.
and it was because of just a couple of cases, right?
Yeah, they're freaking out.
Yeah. And we're supposed to be in Colorado next week in Pueblo for a show as well as Grand Junction.
Yeah, I'll be in the Pueblo one.
You
I'll be
coming to
down
the
there.
Pueblo
Yep.
one. And I don't know why it's going to be a big crowd if they let us have it.
I don't know why you did Pueblo. What's in Pueblo?
I don't have a choice in where they send me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I was just curious.
I don't know. Pueblo tends to not be my demographic.
They're good people down
They're
there.
good people.
Yeah.
But it's not Colorado Springs.
No.
Right? But it's a good crowd down there. I don't know. It's whoever buys the show and wants us to come in there.
We bought it.
I'm a hoe.
I haven't hit you up. I haven't asked for free tickets. We even bought our
No,
own
I
tickets.
was like, dude, you don't have to buy tickets.
I'll
What
buy
the
a
heck,
ticket.
man? I expect you to give me your free book, but you know.
Just no autograph, though.
I know.
Let's charge for the autograph.
Yeah, I got one autographed by you, and I got one autographed by Oz. Yours was sweet. Oz told me to go to hell. Whatever.
Well, obviously you're here.
Yeah, exactly. They can all kiss my. All you guys, all you survivors can kiss my ass. Talk about free press. You go around there getting shot at. It's
That's all you gotta
crazy.
do. It's easy.
Who's you got Axel in here hanging out?
He's a service dog. Had him for about almost 2 weeks now.
Yeah,
He's pretty mellow for a Mallee.
that's a fact. Those are hyper dogs.
They are. He's really good.
Yeah, and you said the last one didn't like you.
Oh, she was smart. Yeah, she didn't get along with me at all. There was
How
no
long,
bonding.
did you have that one?
I think I had her for about 3 months. She's like, hell no, I don't like this guy.
You wouldn't even get close to you. Well, like what would she do?
She'd take her off the leash. She'd just bolt.
She was gone.
She's
Huh?
gone. So I don't want nothing to do with your ass. She wouldn't leave the property or nothing. We got 40 acres. She would just kind of hang out, and then when I go inside, she'd come up.
Yeah, that's funny. That's like that Chevy Chase movie, you know, where they moved out to the country and she bought him the dog and he called it Yellow Dog, and the dog just took off running. And every now and then they'd catch a sight running through the woods out across the field. That dog really likes to run.
Had an event we're supposed to go to up in Wyoming and kind of let her out to go to the bathroom in the backyard. Had it fenced in. She had gone. Had to leave her. Just took off. Think about an hour later after we left, the dog came up. My dad had the door open in the truck and she jumped right in. But yeah. We were
You gotta
gone.
be kidding me, dude. That's crazy. I've never heard of anything like that.
Yeah, she want nothing to do with my ass.
I mean, you somebody trains a service dog or a therapy dog, you would think that they would get that knocked out of them pretty quick.
Well, we're just trying to do the whole bond. She just did not like me.
Yeah.
But
What'd you do to the dog, John?
I said hi.
You gotta rub yourself down with peanut butter.
That's what it was. That's the teenage thing. I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, exactly. See, I was going to say, it's not like he's never done that.
Yeah.
That's why you had 2 dogs when you're a teenager.
Yeah. I got some jokes that I'm not going to say. Oh, my Lord. I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens.
But then they come up with the peanut butter jelly mix one, and it's even crazier.
And then you could squirt it. It's got like the cheese whiz kind of thing. You just put that anywhere, right on the tip. Anyway, back to how you been, man?
Been all right, not bad. So recovering from another surgery, but yeah, I'm still.
Shoulder still?
Nope, had a herniated belly button.
Oh.
My innie became an outie.
So is that from doing all the tactical game stuff? Did you strenuate yourself?
Yeah, pretty much from lifting, trying to prepare for it. Kind of same thing when I did my shoulder, preparing for the tactical games, and but yeah.
So you're in town. Are you doing a tactical game?
Yeah, this weekend headed down there to Burnett.
How's that going?
It's growing. I mean, it's getting a large community. It's becoming its own, pretty much cult. I think kind of like how CrossFit was. You know, a big cult kind of culture, and yeah, it's growing.
You texted me this morning. I didn't realize you were in town. Steve knew you were in town. Apparently, he pays attention to you.
I just came here to say hi and visit. Now you got me on the show.
Now I got you on the show. I'm like, no, you don't get to come in here without talking. And you said I said, what are you doing? You said, I got to go down to Burnett, but I'm waiting on a shipment of ammo. I said, that's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Yep.
What's a shipment of ammo? You just
have
it show up whatever hotel you're staying in?
I just say, hey man, I need ammo here, and they just it just drops. And
is that one of your sponsors?
Yeah.
Give them a shout out.
Fiocchi.
Fiocchi?
Yeah.
You like Fiocchi?
Yeah, it's good. It's good product.
Yeah. Well, you gotta like them because they're your sponsor.
What's your discount code?
Don't have one yet.
Oh, we need.
Let's talk about guns for a minute. So, do you guys, when you're competing in the tactical games, do you have to shoot with a certain caliber?
Yeah, rifle it's just 5.56, 223, and then pistol it's 9mm, 40 or 45.
Okay, so you can pick one of the 3.
Yeah, but for rifle it's just 5.56.
Yeah, so it's primarily an AR format.
Yep.
Type thing.
Yeah.
You still enjoying it? I mean, is it fun or is it just?
Yeah, I'm not there to win.
Hard work, dude.
A lot of people there, they want to go in to win. I really don't care. I just enjoy doing it, so it's not stressful for me.
I see the pictures and the videos of you doing it, and I'm like, that really looks hard.
Oh, it's hard. It's an ass kicker.
Yeah.
It's a reality check for how physically in shape you are and how you can mentally engage your targets, because they put some other things in there, like little game things where you got to remember numbers and have to remember them in order, and it might be an hour after they gave you the numbers or the color. So when you're physically fatigued from after all the physical activities and stuff, and so you got to remember these numbers, maybe it's a lock combo or maybe it's for a target, you just don't know. And a lot of people don't realize, because they're really smart, but when you put them under physical stress and the fatigue, they just forget everything. I mean, you'll see people trying to do a combo, and they're doing it the wrong direction because they're just mentally exhausted or physically exhausted. Yeah,
that's interesting. No, I never thought about the mental aspect of it. You're right, but I mean that makes sense. It goes into the whole thing.
Yeah, and then they'll tell you like a shooting order, and a lot of people screw it up because again they're just tired, they're exhausted, not used to it. So they're you get the order out of wrong. Guess what? All those shots you just made on that little bullseye, it might be a perfect quarter-size bullseye with 100 rounds through it, but it didn't matter because you went to the wrong order.
Wrong deal.
Yep.
I'm going to the heart doctor next Wednesday, so there's that. I mean that's. So if I went out there, I would just.
Well, just make sure you run about 3 miles before you go.
Yeah, I'm afraid he's gonna. Have you ever taken a stress test with the doctor?
No, not with the doctor.
It's horrible, dude. Especially if you don't like to run, and I hate to run, because what they try to do is they try to see if they can kill you right there.
Oh yeah.
Like if they can force you to have a heart attack, that's where they want you to have it, is right there in the doctor's office. So they push you. That's why it's called a stress test.
Ask for the row machine.
It's horrible. It's horrible. Steve, have you ever had a stress test?
Nope. I've never had stress.
Yeah.
I live a stress-free life.
Yeah, okay. You okay. But so anyway, there's that. What's the website for that deal? Is it Tactical Games?
Yeah, it's just the tacticalgames.com, I believe is what it is. Yep.
Yeah, dude, it's hard work, man. But it's fun. I think that needs to go mainstream. I think it needs to be televised. It needs to be on television in terms of, because I said it to my guys out in L.A. I was like, this is a fun idea.
It's fun.
Y'all should build a reality show out of there. I mean, they got the Top Dog thing going on where the dogs are running all over on these obstacle courses. They should make you humans do it.
Well, it's kind of like, it's almost like the American Ninja Warrior thing. Mm-hmm. But this one, it's... So in this competition versus a lot of other shooting competitions, you got 5 people going at one time instead of just one person.
Yeah.
So it's, you get to see the competition right up front going back and forth. Some people push themselves a little bit harder because they do have that guy right next to them pushing themselves even harder. So, because me personally, if I'm just doing it by myself, I push, but not really as hard. But if you got a competition right next to you, you're going to push a lot harder. Yeah. Same thing with like track or anything else.
Yeah, you got somebody to work against.
Yep.
That kind of thing. You ever get in Facebook jail or Instagram jail or kicked off or anything for hate speech? I said, I never get put
not
in
hate
jail.
Speech.
I get violations for stuff. They call it hate speech, but I don't ever get the.
It's only when I post your pictures when I get hate speech.
Ow, that's my boo right there. That's love chats, pillow talk. It happens. Yeah. It happens though.
I've been behaving for the most part. So, but
have you?
But I get you can see the shadow banning every now and then.
Yeah,
I'll post stuff and it'll go really good. Next thing you know, for about a week I get the numbers drop.
Down. So. We're gonna talk some more with Tig and Steve and Margaret and all the crew in here in Studio 22. About this coronavirus. We're going to get deep down in the woods. We're going to help you prepare and all the good stuff. But before we do that, it's shocking that your home can be stolen so easily. That's the brutal lesson that our good friend Deborah learned when thieves found her home's title online and forged it and literally took ownership of her home. In an instant, thieves legally owned Deborah's house. She got evicted and had to spend a fortune in legal fees trying to get it back. The FBI calls home title fraud one of the fastest growing crimes, and you do not want to be next. That's why I urge you to protect the online title to your home with Home Title Lock. The legal documents to our homes are kept online where thieves hunt them. They forge the documents stating you sold your home, then they borrow against your home and stick you with the payments. No insurance or bank protects you. Home Title Lock does. You could already be the victim of title fraud and not even know it, so you need to find out. Register your home at HometitleLock.com. Enter code CHAD for 1 month of free protection. Again, enter CHAD for 1 month free protection. They'll let you know if you're already a victim to home title fraud. Go to HometitleLock.com, HometitleLock.com, and we will be right back. That's great. It starts with an earthquake, virgin snakes, and airplanes. We're all going to get it, Steve. We're all going to get it. It's the end of the world. We're all going to get it.
No, we're not.
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not? You've already had it. You might as well get it again.
I probably already had it.
I mean, you've had some form of the coronavirus at some point in your life. Now, maybe not this Wuhan strain. Now, you can't say Wuhan flu anymore, Tig, because they're telling us that's racist. Yeah. Which, hey, just be glad it didn't start in Islamabad. Islamabad flu.
That'd be bad.
Islamabad flu. Don't you wish you were back in Benghazi when you see all this nonsense? I mean, your lifespan was a lot longer during that attack than it is with the coronavirus.
It is.
Isn't that true?
It is true.
I mean, if you watch the mainstream media, that's basically the way.
Pretty much, yeah.
And it's Trump's fault.
Of course.
Exactly. And I'm tired of everybody saying, well, and let me remind everybody, more people have been struck by lightning than have been hit by the flu, right?
Well, I think Hillary's killed more people than the flu.
Hillary's killed more people than corona. So everybody says, well, the people in China would disagree with you, and the people in Italy, which is on lockdown. First of all, both have socialized medicine. Italy has more seniors in their country by ratio. They also have more access to Asia. They go there more. And they also were late in responding to this thing. So if you look in China, the actual mortality rate has gone way, way down compared to the contraction rate because now they're dealing with it. Before they weren't dealing with it, and now they are. You think they created it in some kind of lab somewhere and just released it out, and this is some form of biological warfare?
I think they did it on purpose because of all the protests that was going on in China.
Yeah.
They're trying to, people want democracy over there, and they're like, hell no.
Yeah.
And it's too convenient, man. I mean,
And it worked.
And, yeah. I mean, the streets are completely empty. It looks like The Walking Dead going on.
Mm-hmm.
People walking around in freaking hazmat suits with guns. It's kind of cool. So it looks like a movie.
It does kind of look like a movie.
It's kind of like every freaking crazy guy's dream.
Well, remember after the trade deal stuff and China said they had a Christmas present for us? Was that what they were talking about?
I don't know.
I mean, could be.
I don't know.
Could
what are
be.
your thoughts? Do you think that's what it was?
That's one of my, back of the head conspiracy theory kind of shit and stuff.
What's that meme I saw? Is like a cart full of toilet paper from like a Sam. So it's like a ton of toilet paper. So this is why the government doesn't tell you the truth about the aliens.
Chad and I talked about that on the way
So
in
Steve
today.
thinks this is one big, they're preparing us for aliens.
Yeah, I think everything
How
is
convenient.
We're
This
going to
is-
have our first official known contact with another world.
Yeah.
And
Isn't
they're
that
trying
California?
to control everybody first.
Yeah. So Steve's like, they're doing a test run. A test run to see if we can handle like an invasion from another world or whatever. This is where his brain goes.
I thought I saw that bright star in the sky the other night.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah. So I agree. I think like if you push me down to it and I had to bet $1,000 somewhere, I would say they released this thing to end those protests and it got out of hand.
Yep.
They couldn't control it.
Yep.
I mean, this kind of been out there. So, and everybody's buying toilet paper. That's the deal.
Except for me.
What'd they do
Can't
before
find
this?
it.
They didn't buy any toilet paper? Did they not clean the freaking house?
Before toilet paper?
What were they doing?
Rip pages out of the JCPenney catalog.
Are these doing what they do in San Francisco? Is going on the street and not wiping? Or what?
Yeah, it's like digging peanut butter out of their crack, man.
Yeah,
They're just
just-
wiping with their hands, sniffing it, and
Put it on their bread?
it's nasty. Give it some Axel to lick.
Remember that Sylvester Stallone movie? With
the one?
The three shells?
Yeah,
Oh, what
The
do we
three
do with the three
seashells.
shells?
yeah. But that's the thing, man. It's like, okay, that's first world right there.
Yeah.
If our biggest concern with this whole thing is how are we going to wipe our ass?
See, I also wonder, is this just like a Democrat area where the people are freaking out and buying toilet paper? Because in our neighborhood, there's
You got
shelves
toilet
are
paper?
stocked full of toilet paper.
Yeah, I mean, down in our neighborhood, have you been to the grocery store down in where we live?
I have, but they had toilet paper, and I should have picked it up while I was there. I tried to order some off of Amazon. They're out of it, and we order
First world.
We do curbside pickup. We ordered our toilet paper with the groceries and everything, and I got the message that they could not fill our order because they were out of it.
First world. Let me unpack what Party Foul just said. I went on Amazon to get toilet paper. I do curbside pickup. He doesn't even go in a damn store.
Nope.
Somebody walks through and shops for him, puts it all together in a box, and brings it out to his car.
That's
I want
a
y'all
smart
to look
man.
at this hippie right here. Look at him sitting over there.
I hate Walmart and the grocery store.
Well, I hate them all too.
And I
That's
want
why
my
I'm asking you, because I haven't been in there.
two-ply quilted toilet paper.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I come in here and quarantine myself in Studio 22 because this is my safe space, right? I don't want to go be in public and I don't like crowds. Unless you're buying tickets to my show, go to watchchad.com. We're not postponing a damn thing. We're going to be in Elk City, Oklahoma tomorrow night with the Deplorable Choir. We're going to be in Pueblo and Grand Junction. After that, who knows? We're going to take a couple of months off. We'll
You're
see.
handing out the plastic bags though to everybody, right? So they can
Did
wear
you
it.
see that? Did you see the woman who was sending her kid to school? He had a trash bag over his head and
trash
trash
bags
bags
on
on
his
his
feet.
feet,
There's all kinds
and they
of-
were spraying him down with stuff. Come on, people.
The best ones is them cutting the bottoms out of 5-gallon water buckets. The water jugs, and then setting them over their heads. And
Haven't
walking
seen that
around.
one yet.
Yeah, I mean come on, people. Look, I said
Idiocracy,
it.
man. I'm telling you. Have you seen that movie?
Oh yeah,
Man, we're headed right there.
oh yeah. I mean, this whole thing is. I'm sorry, Axel. Don't kill me. This whole thing is they hate Trump so much. America does. The mainstream media hates Trump so much. They're willing to F up your life personally.
Oh yeah.
Kill your 401k, kill your retirement, kill your small business. They want to drive the plane into the ground and totally screw up a global economy with bad news and scary news and all of these things. And people, you go online, people, John, are losing their minds, dude.
Oh, they are. I mean, well, just the Democratic. Well, I'm gonna go back to Democratic Party. You got Pelosi saying that Trump's overreacting. You have Schumer, whatever his name is, saying he's not even reacting.
Yeah.
So it's like, so which one is it? Is he doing? I mean, it's like the party themselves can't even get it straight between themselves.
Remember back when we had the all-out Muslim ban, which really was just about 7 countries.
Well, it wasn't really even a ban. You just had to wait. It wasn't a ban.
Yeah.
They wanted to make sure that you were who you were because they don't have the records that we have. Half the time, you don't even know who the person really is. They don't even know who they are. They don't even know when they were born.
Right.
So
no vetting process whatsoever. They don't know themselves.
No, they don't. I mean, I've worked over there so many times. Yes, well, I think I was born over here.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, what year were you born? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's them talking to us.
Yeah.
Personally. So I know.
And that's the crazy thing about it. But now he's stopped travel from Europe.
Well, they are kind of dirty people.
They are. They don't know how to wipe their ass. It's. I mean, if you've been to Europe, there's a reason they call them Euro trash. Let's go and piss everybody off.
Yeah, it is.
I'm listening.
I mean, Trump has banned white people from traveling.
White people can't come to America.
Yeah,
that is so racist.
He's a horrible racist.
Margaret's people.
She is a Texan.
Yeah. Yeah, but she's got some genealogy in there. Look at her. Look at her. God, you're so white. I did one of those 23andMe test kits. I'm 100% white.
Oh, I'm not.
You're not?
No,
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm German, I think. German and something. I'm like a Heinz 57, I think.
Well, I'm like Eastern European white, like Ukraine and Eastern Bloc countries.
Neanderthal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Kind of
Neanderthal.
a Viking weirdo type thing. And a lot of British stuff going on in there. But I'm white. There's no Native American.
You don't look white.
I mean, it's the lips.
It is the lips.
It's the lips. I'm telling you, though, man, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. I mean, you've been in war. You have been in conflict. You have lost friends. You have been that close to it yourself. You understand this thing. I mean, in terms of life and death circumstances and situations, there are some things that I have to imagine you think, I'm not getting out of this.
Yeah.
Right? This isn't one of those situations.
No, not even close.
I mean, it's ludicrous. And people are so angry. They're so panicked. And all you got to do is read the comments online. Go on my Facebook and just read the comments. You can't even laugh about it. You can't even talk about it. Well, you don't have anybody with a decreased immunity, and don't go in public places if you do.
It's common sense, man.
Yeah,
It really is. Just
if you
common
got
sense.
COPD, diabetes, you're on chemo, whatever, don't go be around a bunch of people.
What was the one that I saw where they're saying, well, Trump didn't come out. Well, CDC wanted to come out and tell the elderly not to go out in public because of it and this and that. Well, it goes back to common sense. Same thing with the flu. The flu is like at its high point. You're elderly. You don't go out. That's
exactly
any
right.
kind of disease that's out there. Elderly and the young are the most vulnerable.
Don't go out, people.
That's just common sense. It's been around since
Common sense is crazy.
couple
We're gonna talk more
100,000
about
years.
that. Hey, y'all hang tight. 1 second. Got to be something to it, man. If you're starting to cancel basketball seasons and probably what's about to be hockey seasons and stuff like that, and you got these billionaires who are giving up their opportunity to make money, maybe there is something to it, John.
Yeah, well, this might be the future.
This could be it. I mean, how will we ever live without all of our public events? I mean, my God.
It's gonna be. It's.
But
I'm not gonna be able to sleep.
People, they're absolutely losing their minds over this thing, though. So I'm going to tell you, there's a few articles that are out there that are kind of fun. Well, first of all, let me just tell you, if you gym rats, I really feel sorry for you guys. You got to go out there in the woods and pick up trees and stuff like John does. Do the tactical games.
I got my own gym. I'm good.
That's the way to do it. If you're going to the gym, like that's one place I wouldn't be going right now if I was one of those guys. I think I'd be cutting back on.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't clean after when they
No.
go, even before they go to the gym.
No.
So
No. And again, Steve, we know a lot of musicians, and my joke forever has been these guys live on the bus. They don't wipe their ass good, and they certainly don't bathe. but a couple times. And look, don't at me either, because I know you musicians. Y'all don't bathe that well.
For days.
The days y'all go, greasy ass. So I know what's up.
I got a gym in my garage, so I don't have to go
You
anywhere
don't use
not to
that
work
either.
out.
But
Whose
yeah,
gym? You got 'em
super
chained up?
spreaders. Yeah, you got to be super careful at the gym, man. You gotta wipe down before and after use, or just don't go. But at the same time, we get on airplanes every week. I mean, you could go. Man, flights are so cheap, Candace.
Nobody's traveling.
We could go to Puerto Rico for lunch.
Let's go.
I mean, it's dirt cheap. One of my Miles Chong, that's on Twitter, he put a post out there yesterday. He said, "I can go to Japan for $200. Should I do it?" I'm like, absolutely.
That's real cheap.
Cheap. I mean,
Holy
you could do
cow.
round trip, the full thing, a hotel and the whole deal for $1,000.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I'll probably get stuck over there and not let back in.
Yeah,
though.
that's probably true.
I mean, maybe.
It's like going to Vegas. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Our buddy Matt Locke, they postponed it, and now I think it's back on. He had to go to Vegas this weekend.
I don't know what he's doing. He doesn't know. He's in limbo.
Yeah, he's in limbo. Everybody's in limbo. Well, I mean,
I know where I'm
we're
going.
traveling tomorrow, but it's by car. To all the executives at Blaze TV who are worried about travel banning us, we're going by car.
Travel banning us.
Yeah, don't say too much about it, Steve, because you'll say all the damn wrong stuff. So just stop talking right now.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going by car, Sean. Anyway.
Pack light too.
With fixed wings?
Yeah. Yeah. In a Huey, in a 5.6. Anyway. How to prepare for it. Stock up, folks. Stock up. Get a bunch of non-prescription drugs, Johnny. Pain relievers, stomach remedies, cough, cold medicines, fluids with electrolytes and vitamins. Maybe get a couple of IV bags and some fresh needles.
The only thing you really need is soap
That's pretty much it. But
and Lysol. You can breath mint.
spray it in your mouth.
Yeah.
What was it? I saw the article the other day that said that people are believing that this was on CBS News, that people think that by drinking bleach and doing cocaine, it'll kill coronavirus.
I heard it works on Democrats.
I've tried 50% of that formula.
It didn't work for me, so I guess.
That's a meth head cure or something.
Yeah, I've tried 50% of that formula, and I can tell you I am healthy as a horse. I breathe.
Don't break a leg. We'll put
I
you
breathe
down.
fine. If you start, so the symptoms, of course, and again, you got to be careful because everybody who up till now has been a geopolitical expert is now a pandemic expert. Everybody's a medical professional online. So I know that everyone will correct me in the comments on these things, but symptoms of coronavirus: fever, cough, runny nose. They're similar to the common cold or the flu, sort of, because it is just maybe a little more contagious.
Well, except for, and plus the flu's killed more people.
The flu's killed more people.
A couple thousand more people.
More prevalent, tens of thousands more people. And somebody says, you get back to us in 4 weeks and let us know. Well, if it is, it is. Ain't nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do about it. And people have no idea. So they're saying that it can live on surfaces, metal surfaces, like 12 hours, on some surfaces 3 days. It can live on your hands for 5 hours. I've never gone. Like, people ask me all the time, like, why are you rubbing your nose? Because it's so cold in here? My nose runs.
I thought you were trying to get the white powder off.
No, I've already tried that COVID remedy. Everybody knows.
Now my nose is itching. Y'all
Yeah, exactly. See, but I've never gone 5 hours without touching my face.
Just go wash your hands, man.
I do. I wash my hands. I always tell people I'm not a germaphobe, but I'm germ conscious. I always have.
Except for I
been.
didn't, because I knew I was coming. I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes
Man, I didn't wipe my butt just for you.
I go to a public restroom sometimes. I'm not washing my hands because the restroom's dirtier than I am.
You thinking the cleanest thing you've touched in there is your weenie?
I promise you, yeah.
Yeah.
Except for at Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's
Now,
is clean.
Buc-ee's
I'd
is
eat off a
different. I will
toilet
lick
at
the
Buc-ee's
walls
right
in
now.
Buc-ee's.
Yeah, see?
I saw a funny meme that said, if you're going to take 30 seconds to do coke off the back of our toilets, take 30 seconds to wash your hands. That's solid advice right there, man. Avoid sharing personal items like food and drinks. As Bougie Sean says, I don't eat off people. Provide your sick household member with clean disposable masks. I got the full face deals. at my house
Gas
just because
mask?
I've had them. They're not gas masks, but I got the filters and the whole thing for. Yeah, I'm fit
In the
tested
days,
for 'em.
man. Oh, okay.
I'm fit tested for them.
Nice.
The full face thing. I mean, but
He's ready for the nuclear biological fallout.
I mean, we're all dead on that. I'm not going in the bunker, Johnny. I ain't going in the bunker. Tig, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, but the fun when you come out, just think of all the fun you're gonna have.
I don't know. Like you wouldn't have to wait in line at Disney.
I know, right? You can take whatever vehicle you wanted now. Just kinda...
Yeah, but But I'm not really a performance vehicle
Then you
guy.
have to worry about the
I kind of
crowds
drive
no
it
more.
to show off. So
You said you don't
can
like
see.
people, so you'll be good.
Yeah, but I like it when they look at me and they're like, "Damn, who's driving that?
That's when you just send up the mannequins.
Who's having that midlife crisis?" Pretty much. So go get your stuff. And hey, guys, don't forget the dog food. Because again, let me be clear. When I'm saying prepare for this stuff, it's not because I'm worried about the germ that's out there. I mean, if you're going to get it, you're going to get it. And if you get it, don't go to the emergency room. They can't give you anything. Maybe some fluids, but you can do that yourself. Go to bed and stay put for a couple of weeks, all right? If you get it, stay at home. Don't be inundating the hospitals. And the other thing is, it's people that I'm warning you against. See, now we got to prepare because with people,
People
the
ain't
real
smart.
virus are the people.
They are. They're the ones spreading it. The virus ain't spreading itself.
Yeah. I mean, you go to the store and the stuff's cleared out. That's not, the virus ain't buying toilet paper. It's you morons that are doing it. So now you got to prepare against everybody else.
You do.
So buy dog food, right? Don't be like Bougie Sean and try to eat your dogs.
So are you going to taste test the dog food and make sure you get the right
I don't care
one?
about all that. I've never
Or
cared
are you going to
about
get the
all
variety pack? They got variety packs now.
that. Have you ever noticed that? Like the little thing that, like the little lunch packs. You
That's
got
right.
the Cheetos and the Doritos and the Bugles. I never ate the Bugles. That's gross.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I'm just
nasty.
wondering is toilet paper made in China?
They
Probably.
are finding. There's a new study out that says that they're finding the coronavirus in toilet paper.
Yeah.
So
it's
that's why I'm saying you can't. What are you gonna do? Your Tyvek suits were probably made in China. Your N95 masks, they were made in China. So
Hell, the clothes you're wearing are probably made in China.
exactly.
You're full of. So
imagine
you're
all the
good.
iPhones could like inject coronavirus.
They all probably have some little capsule in there that somebody over there goes bang bang, and the guy goes bang bang. He goes bang yeah. He goes bang bang, bang ah bang bang, and he goes oh bang bang, and the little capsule goes, psst, and we're all like, we die.
About 1 or 2 in the morning.
Biological warfare.
That's right.
Boom.
And
And we
just
don't
like
even
that.
know we're dead. All from bang bang.
I'd be pissed if I found out I was dead.
Dude, if I wake up tomorrow dead, I ain't happy. Let me just tell you, I ain't happy.
It just made me what the Undertaker told you.
So, yeah.
Just don't let me find out about it.
I'm going to punch you in the face. I better not find out about it. Yeah. Swing low, sweet chariot. But if you cough, if you sneeze, stay home. Tom Hanks has it. I guarantee you, by God, they'll be finding a cure now.
I bet you wish you still hang out with Wilson.
Wilson on the island, or maybe
That's right.
Epstein.
He brought that back from Australia.
Hey, maybe is that the island they filmed it at?
Could be. Could be. Pedo Island,
Yeah, you never know.
somewhere in the Virgin Islands, where there were no virgins. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Do you think Tom Hanks actually has it? That's the big debate online on social media. Or is he BSing about this thing? And why would he be? Candice, I want you to chime in on this. I want you to give some thoughts here, because this is a good little conspiracy theory. Does Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, his wife, actually have COVID-19?
That's a good question. I would say yes, just because I don't know why you would fake that. But then I'm sure there's people out there claiming that they have it for attention. But that's a whole nother special we could do on that.
Unless they need to corroborate the mainstream media's panic thing, and by saying now we need somebody in the mainstream who has it. Steve has breaking news.
Breaking news is The Hunt is Tom Hanks' movie that releases March 13th.
Ah, how convenient.
Kind of interesting.
Oh,
So,
but he's
starring
not
Emma
in
Roberts.
that movie. Did he make that
He
movie?
probably made it or something, right?
I have no idea. You're the one with breaking news.
I just pulled it up. I'm looking right now. I should wear my glasses.
Yeah, I don't think that has anything to do. There's zero connection right there.
Nope, none.
Zero connection.
Could not see the convenience at all.
Party Foul Steve should have a Wednesday night special like Glenn Beck. But I'll tell you what Glenn Beck did do. He predicted the economic fallout from this thing. He was way ahead of the game on that, and he's exactly right. Because, you're a hustler, you work hard, you write a book, you're trying to make a living, you create the tactical games, you're doing all these things, and somebody comes in here and says, oh, well, we're all going to get the flu and die.
Yeah, you can't do it.
It's a
Now
different
your
movie.
business is all screwed up.
The movie's Greyhound. So that movie's coming out.
This is what we
So
deal with.
that
Is it a
would be
sick dog?
What's the movie Greyhound about?
I have
Steve?
no idea. I didn't read that deep into it. I just read the headline.
Here's the
news
thing,
about
man.
it.
Next time something crosses your mind and you see it online, don't start doing a Epstein's Mr. Kata!
No,
Hey,
I just
Mr.
think
Kata!
that every time somebody has a new book coming out, a new movie coming out, all of a sudden there's something crazy going on in their life that all of a sudden they get a platform to talk about it.
So that's the deal.
Yep.
You think he got the COVID? Well, he's in Australia. We'll see if they let him come home.
I thought he already came back home. Thought he brought it back home with him.
He's in Australia.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I heard. He's still in Australia.
Yeah, he's in Australia. They're working on a movie, an Elvis Presley biopic where he plays Colonel Tom Parker. I watched A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood with Tom Hanks over this last couple of nights. Not a bad movie, but I like Mr. Rogers, so he did a good job of playing Mr. Rogers. Kind of an odd little interpretation of it. But anyway, that's a whole other story when Tom Hanks starts messing around with kids on the movie set as Mr. Rogers. We're going to be right back. The thing that I was saying last night about people like Tom Hanks or whatever, you test positive. Well, I used to test positive, Tig, for strep all the time, but I wasn't sick with strep throat. But I was a carrier.
Yeah.
I mean, I would test positive, but I didn't feel ill. And I think that's what's going on a lot with this. People might test positive, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're sick.
Nope.
Right? Now, you might can pass it on, and that's where you got to be careful. So that's what I'm telling. Wash your hands. If you do test positive, it might be good to wear a mask if you have to be out in public. Try not to be out in public. But all this crazy shutting down the world stuff. But Alex Jones, our good friend Alex Jones, he has developed he's peddling a toothpaste. InfoWars, they got him it's gonna kill the coronavirus. So you can just brush that disease away with a little toothbrushing. Of course he is.
Gonna inhale some in your lungs.
I think I'm gonna come up with the bar soap.
Yeah, let's come up with COVID soap.
COVID soap. Yeah.
Let's just market it that way.
Let's do it.
That's how we're gonna make
Tactical.
it.
That's
COVID
it.
soap.
Yeah.
$1 million idea right
That
there.
or people can wipe their ass for 13 hours.
Well, you can't put Hillary's face on because then you're going to get it.
That's exactly right. It's the I was wrong. All right, how I missed the point. Whatever her book was called. Anyway.
I forgot it. Yeah, I don't know.
John Tigan, follow him. John Tigan. David Webb did that the other day on Patriot Radio. Called you Tigan. Tigan. Follow him on social media. Get the book 13 Hours. Check him out. Go to tacticalgames.com. We love y'all. God bless. Talk to you next time. Don't get sick. Bye.